Okay, let's get started. Hi, everyone. It's Karen Josephus, and we are going to be talking tonight on our Rise Call with Jenna Thornton, our team leader for this week. We're going to talk about the team leader status, and then we will go into a little bit about passion. So with that, without further ado, let's go into our workshop. I'm going to share my screen. I think I'm on the wrong page, but that's okay. We can fix that. Okay. All the way up here. All right. Now, I'd like to welcome you all to our second Rise workshop. And this is for people who want more for their business. And we're going to talk with Jenna. There's Jenna's pretty picture. And Jenna, we're going to talk for a second about you and what inspired you about Pampered Chef. And let's go back to then and just give us a little bit of information, Jenna.
So I had just completed a party with Elaine Cook, and she had worked on me for about a year. She kept saying that she thought that I would do good as a consultant, and I really didn't think I had enough time to do that, so I kept kind of pushing her off, but I kept doing parties with her because I love the product so much. So the last party I did with her, I think it was either August or September, 1st of September, and I closed out my party, and I was sitting on the couch one night, and I just made a split decision to just do it because it was the $29 special that you could just pay the $29 and become a consultant. So I did that. And that was all she wrote. That was it. That was
last September, wasn't it?
Yes, ma'am. Miss Elaine didn't even know I was doing it. She came into my office the next day and was like, "What happened?"
So you did it because Elaine thought you would be good at it? Was that your reason?
Well, Elaine had kept telling me that I would be good at it, but I really just didn't think I had time. And after the last party, I literally closed my party that I hosted, and I had like $1,400 worth of sales or something. I was like, well, I did that, and I felt like I helped get those sales. So I was like, too sure that's not that hard. So I just made the split decision to do it. One night at like 9 o'clock.
Wow. Now, did she tell you that you would have made $300 from that party?
Yes, she did.
Okay. So yeah, so that that might have inspired you just a little bit, huh?
Yes.
Was that a virtual party or a live party?
It was a virtual party.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. So is that what made you decide to join Pampered Chef? Was there anything else in there that made you decide?
Just the product, just my love for the product that I already had, and I kept wanting more product, and I think Elaine told me that there was options, to earn the products for free, and I was like, okay, well, I definitely want to do that. So
yeah,
that was the first reason in wanting to do it was the free product that we earn for promotions and stuff like that.
Okay. And had you ever been to a live party or just virtual?
Just virtual.
Really?
My first live Pampered Chef party was the one that I did.
Interesting. That is so interesting. I love that. Well, when you signed up with Pampered Chef, what was your first goal?
So I actually have it written right here because I got this calendar when I signed up. It's an August calendar to December of next year. And my goal for 2019, I don't know if you can see it, was 6 months, $8,000 sales.
Wow.
So I didn't even realize that I had wrote that, and a couple weeks ago I was going through the back part of my calendar and checking for people that I had wrote down, and I saw that, and I was like, oh my gosh, that was my goal, and I didn't really realize that I had even set that for myself, but I checked before I got onto the live. I'm 7 months in right now, and my career sales are at 23,887.
Oh my gosh! Well, how does that make you feel?
Kind of very good. I was surprised to see that number, but I was very surprised to see how much better I did than what I even thought that I could do.
Unbelievable. And let me just think about that. That's about $5,000 in income.
Right. Yes, ma'am.
And has that helped at all?
It has. I've been using it to help with daycare, and last month was the first month that I paid daycare with it, and I paid my house light bill with it.
Wow.
So it's helped me with that, plus, other things too, but those are the two main, household things that it is helping me with.
I love that you say that, Jenna, because I think it's so important to be able to say, I accomplished this and I accomplished that. And I mean, saying that it pays for some bills is admirable, but when you can really tell people that this is what it meant, and what does your husband say about it?
I'll be honest, he was not too thrilled with me in the beginning. He said that we didn't need anything additional, but over the last few months when he saw what I did with it, he has been very supportive, and he's very supportive for the Disney trip. So that always helps.
Well, a lot of times men do understand paychecks,
Right.
and and I'll bet it's made him a little bit proud of you.
I hope so. I'd like to think so. I asked him a couple times. I'm like, "Are you proud of me?" Yeah, sure. So I'd like to think he is. Maybe he's just, shy.
We might be asking him that down in Orlando.
There you
go. So what was your first Pampered Chef goal?
Yeah, so that was the $8,000 in
Oh, that's
sales.
right. Okay. And so since is that the accomplishment you're most proud of? Are the sales you've accumulated, or is there another goal that you're most proud of?
There's two goals that first come to my mind that I'm most proud of, and my first one is my $15,000 career sales. So that is what I am most proud of. I love my necklace that I got. So I wear that every day. And my other goal that I was tickled with was my 5 recruits in 1 month.
Oh my, it is such an awesome accomplishment.
I never thought of myself as a recruiter. Once I got into this, okay, I can sell, but I can't recruit. Well, I did that month.
Yeah, well, and really and truly, recruiting is just selling the opportunity. So,
right.
I mean, it's just a product that we sell. And so, that's awesome. We're so proud of you and so excited for you. So what is your next goal, Jenna?
I'm hoping for director very soon.
Okay. All right. Do you feel like you know the pathway steps to get there?
I do, and I was so close for March, but it just down into the last minute. It just didn't happen. And I'm hoping for May, or I'm hoping for April this month. But if not, it will definitely be May. I'm feeling. But yes,
okay.
I know. I've got the sales, the personal sales, and the team sales. I'm just waiting for my active lines.
Okay, excellent. Well, that is really excellent. Now, I'd like to just talk for a second about what your paycheck looked like in April. And I'm going to see if I can make this a little bit bigger. So it looks to be like your paycheck was $1,357. And you said you spent it on your daycare and the light bill. And I think that that's really terrific. I just want to point out too that because you were paid as I can't tell if it was team leader or senior consultant that month, for that month, but you made an extra $139. Now, may I ask you how much was your light bill?
It was about $165.
Okay, so that just the overrides almost paid for your light bill.
Right.
And that's just, what you're making by helping other people be successful. And so that you've given yourself a raise. what you gave yourself a 2% increase in sales. In commission, because you hit 15,000, which is really a 10% raise.
Right.
And now you've given yourself another raise for being for moving up the career path. Have you figured out how much money you make an hour selling Pampered Chef, Jenna?
I have not. I need to sit down and do that, but I have not done that yet.
Okay, all right. I think that would be really helpful, and if we had more time, we would unpack that, because I think that is really, really helpful. Anything else that you think that we need? What just really inspired you to? Has the Disney trip really lit a fire under you?
Yes, absolutely. When I talked to Carla, I think in December, I was pretty serious about Pampered Chef and I was enjoying what I was doing, but when she told me about that trip, it completely meant something different to me, because number one, I have never been to Disney, and my kids have never been to Disney, and for me to be able to get them there and know that I earned it, that would mean the world to me. So that absolutely lit a fire.
Now, how old are your kids, Jenna?
I have a 6-year-old and an almost 2-year-old.
Oh my gosh, that'd be great. My age is to take them to Disney.
Yes.
And to take them for free, which is so nice.
That's always a plus.
Free is good. Yeah, and I can guarantee you, when you earn that Pampered Chef trip, you won't miss any more. Well, Jenna, thank you again so much. You're the future of our team, the future of our leadership, and you really make a big difference for us, and we really appreciate your enthusiasm and your hard work. You've set out what you want, and you've made it happen, girl. And I know there's a lot of people who would like to be able to say that. So congratulations. I want to sort of just kind of reiterate, for rising up to the next level, this is your definition of what you want from your business. Pampered Chef has set out what the pathway is, and it's senior consultant, team leader, director, advanced director, senior director, executive director, senior executive, and then national director. So those are the steps. And so no matter where you are with your Pampered Chef business, while we don't want to feel pressure, we always want to better ourselves and keep going. And I love how Pampered Chef sets that path for us, because it's nice to keep striving for more and rising to what Pampered Chef says is the epitome of success with our business. So, really think about what you want your business to look like. Think about, are you willing to do what it takes to get there? And what I love about when I talk with people like Jenna, she's obviously willing to do what it takes to get there. And we see the results in the numbers and in her promotion. So, and the thing is that if you don't know what it takes to get there, and you might have heard me ask Jenna if she feels that she knows her next steps for her next goal, which is directorship. And I think that's what we're here for as leaders. Wherever you're at with your business, you need to know what the pathway is to get to your next goal. And if you don't know what that pathway is, you can't achieve it. And we're here to help guide you with that. And we're not your bosses. We're not here to tell you what to do, but we have some insight as to what the steps are. And really the thing is those steps are so similar for all of us, because Jenna, what you need to do is actually what I need to do too. So that's what's really kind of cool about our business. We're going to be talking more about maximizing your potential, filling up your calendar with bookings, that no matter where you are with Pampered Chef, no matter what level you're at with Pampered Chef, you need to have a calendar full of bookings. People don't quit a Pampered Chef business if they have bookings on their calendar. So that's so important. And your product knowledge is important to help you feel confident and to help you feel knowledgeable and to help you feel like you're the expert, because that's important in terms of again, when people look at you, they want to book with people who are confident, people who know what they want, and are willing to give an expert advice as to, again, how to post-coach. We talked about that at the TNT, on our TNT just a few minutes ago. It's like when I go to my hairdresser, I rely on her to tell me what looks good on me. What would you do if you were me, and how would, I don't always go and say, I want this, because she might know better depending on, I've got a cowlick here and I can't have that or whatever. So they're looking to you for your expertise, and whether you've done one show or 20 shows or 5,000 shows, you still have more experience than the person you're working for, because they've never done a show. So you're ready to get started because you're here, and I really appreciate that. So let's go to, I have to, oopsie, we were just a little bit crazy here. Yeah. Well, we talked a little bit last week about belief. It's a triangle in terms of how to believe, and I don't think, Jenna, when you weren't on last week, were you?
No, ma'am, I did not make it last week.
That's okay. Okay, so I was going to talk a little bit about, for people who might have been on there, about how you work. The assignment was to work on your belief, and your desire. Your belief creates your desire. You take action, and then you have results, of course, which is the evidence. And we just talked about the evidence of your actions, and then the stories and the meaning and what that means, and that feeds into your belief. So it keeps it going. And I think it's really important to work with others on our team, and to find out what they've done and what they've learned, what works and what doesn't work, and so that it really does help the belief when you hear the stories and the meaning. Your beliefs determine your actions determine your results, and then it reinforces what your beliefs are. So, and then we talked about the pillars of success. We talked last week about belief. Today we're going to talk a little bit about passion, and then skill and will. And skill, of course, is what we're trying to build as we go through these workshops. Hi, Kristen. Glad you could join us tonight.
Hey.
Hey.
About it.
I'm glad you're here, and I am taping it, so I will post the recording tomorrow.
Okay.
We're always trying to build a skill. The will is the hardest thing, because if you don't take what we're teaching and putting it into practice, that's where that pillar can be very weak. And when you see that there are 4 pillars to your success: belief, passion, skill, and will, you really kind of have to think about, how solid is your business based on how those pillars are strong. So if there's a crack in your will, it's gonna jeopardize the strength of your business. If there's a crack if you don't have the skill, if you don't have the passion, if you don't have the belief, any of those pillars are going to be have an impact on the strength of your business. So with that, let's talk a little bit about passion. A strong and barely controllable emotion. I think that's a really great definition, don't you? And I also think about the word enthusiasm of that. When you're enthusiastic and you're passionate, the last 4 letters in enthusiasm are IASM. I am sold myself. And if you're sold yourself, if you have enthusiasm, I'm going to tell you what, there's not too many people that can say no to you. All right, and that is what often makes a huge difference in our businesses. So think about yourself. Think about, do you have a strong and barely controllable emotion for your business, for your family? I know that sounds silly, but really think about how much, what do you want to accomplish for your family? Do you need just to put dinner on the table? That's a huge passion right there. I mean, if you've got to be able to put food on the table, that's a big driver. Or is it, braces, or is it special education in terms of private school? It could be it could be retirement. Most people are not putting away enough money for their retirement. And so putting things away for your retirement, helping others is a big thing, because it's true. Are you having a fire, Kristen? Like, did you see that? Is she at a campfire? What's going on there? Anyways, but helping others is really big, and of course, it's all win-win. Do you have a passion as someone who can get things done? People who are passionate get things done. They get up early. They, eat that frog, if you will. If you're not sure, if you know what eat that frog is, it's like take the hardest task you have to do, or the one you don't want to do the most, get it done early in the day so you can get on to the good parts and feel like you're accomplishing something. Any questions or comments so far? You just raise your hand if you want. Okay. So is your passion pillar correct? And so we're going to work a little bit on this week. I have an assignment for you. But, really think about your passion. And, sometimes, and everybody shows passion differently. I tend to have a maybe more outward passion. Some people have a more subdued passion. But I'm going to tell you what, the people who are around you know whether you're passionate or not. They can tell. So what do you think? Can you give me any ideas of what you think that what anyone can do to build their passion? Any ideas? Okay. I think success helps to build your passion. Now, and success begets success. Now we're going to talk about bookings again because we talked for a few minutes ago about, if you have a full calendar, you're happy, right? And what I really want you to work at, we did talk about bookings last week, but you want to make sure you're getting 2 bookings from every party. Let me tell you why. Let's see the difference between getting 1 booking from every party and getting 2 bookings at every party. So let's talk about month 1. Let's just say you decide this month I'm putting the pedal to the metal. I want my business to be strong. I need to catch up with some Disney points, and some of you might be in the position where you need to catch up with your Disney points, and that's fine because you can certainly make it up. But so you want to make sure that you're getting 2 bookings from every party. And I really want you to think about this, and I use the example, when you get up in the morning and you're getting ready to leave the house, would you think about leaving your house without brushing your teeth? Most people would not leave their house without brushing their teeth. I want you to be as passionate about having 2 bookings at every party as you are about brushing your teeth before you leave the house in the morning. So on month 1, you have 6 parties dated, and you have 2 cancellations. And cancellations and postponements happen. So you're going to only hold 4 parties. So if you have those 4 parties held, and you get 2 bookings from every party, you still have 8 new parties, right? If you have 1 booking, you're going to have 6 parties dated. With 2 cancellations, you get 4 parties held. You get 4 parties held with 1 booking per show, and now you only have 4 new parties. So that's really important. So let's go to month 2. Month 2, remember you had 8 new parties, you had 2 cancellations, 6 parties held. 6 parties held with 2 bookings, and now you have 12 new parties. But if you only get 1 booking for every party, now look what's happened. You have 4 parties dated, 2 cancellations, 2 parties held, 2 parties held with 1 booking, and you got 2 parties. So the difference between having 10, that's the difference in having 10 new parties on your calendar, and that's huge. Let's talk about month 3. With month 3, you had 12 parties dated with 2 cancellations, 10 parties held with 2 bookings per party. Now you got 20 parties. Month 3, look at this. 2 parties dated minus 2 cancellations, you've got no parties. Month 4, 20 parties dated, 4 cancellations, 16 parties held with 2 bookings per party, 32 new parties. And month 4, if you're just doing 1 booking per party, you're out of business. So it's really important that you stay on top of that. If you do a party and you only have 1 booking, you don't close it until you get on the phone or you start green dotting. We're going to talk about green dotting in just a second, so that you've got another booking to put in its place, because you don't want to be in this situation month 4 and out of business, are you? All right, let's go to the next screen. I just posted last night a little incentive, and it's the green dot incentive. And there's lots of different scripts we've tried to post so that you can try different things. But this one is, hey girl, I've been asked to be in a pilot program with Pampered Chef to test a new style party next week, and it only lasts 5 days. It's all online here on Facebook, and it's fast, fun, and easy. I set it all up for you, and you just have to invite people and make comments. If you be one of my 4 helpers I need, I get to spoil you by stocking up your kitchen with free products that you will love. What do you think? Can I put you down for one of my spots? Jenna, did you use that? Did you use that wording?
I started tonight when I got off of work. I wasn't able to do it earlier when I saw it, but I have started tonight when I got off work. So I'm hoping to get a couple bookings for next week.
You're still waiting to hear. Okay, still waiting to hear that. Okay, good, excellent. And again, it doesn't matter what wording you use. Just use some. Make it exciting. Give them a challenge, and let them know they're helping you. And I think that that's all part of it. All right, so let's talk a little bit about homework. Your homework this week is to focus on your passion pillar. And to do that, I'm going to ask you, this is on YouTube, and I'm going to post this link so it's easy for you to grab. But actually, this is a YouTube, and it includes 2 videos, one with Michael Reeves. And Michael Reeves had just come out of recovering from a horrible accident, coming home from a party. You'll hear him talk a little bit about that. And then the other is by Tennille Eubanks. And this is at a pre-conference workshop, which happens at National Conference, and I hope you're all planning to go to National Conference. I know, Jenna, you're already registered, aren't you? I saw, yeah, very good. So I'd like you to watch those videos, and then I would like you to post on the Joe Pack Executive Team page 3 things you're going to implement in your business. Does that sound good? Okay. They will take you about an hour. You may want to maybe put it on your computer and listen to it while you're doing something else, or maybe while you're driving, and then go back and listen to it again. That's something that I like to do. Do any of you have any questions about that?
I don't have any questions, but I would like to elaborate a little bit on the 2 bookings per show.
Great.
We talked about that maybe a month ago or 2 months ago in a call that we did. And yeah. I really hunkered down and tried to do that. I even make myself a list of my hosts, and then I have like a little bracket that I make sure to fill it up for each show. And I want to make it be known that I went from having maybe 3 to 4 shows a week to 17 shows, or 3 to 4 shows a month to 17 shows for May.
Honestly.
So I did want to say that if you really try to do the 2 bookings per party, it does work. And if you do not get them from the party, get them from a green dot, but fill up that bracket with each host, and you will fill up your calendar.
It's worth it to stay on top of it, isn't it, Jenna?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, girl. That is just awesome. And now, are they all virtual?
I have 15 virtual and 2 live.
Okay. That's an awesome schedule.
Yes, ma'am. I'm excited.
Excellent. Gosh, Jenna, that's great. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. Would anyone else have any questions? Anyone have a question for Jenna? Okay, I'm going to challenge you all to get on your team wall and post, I just completed my 2nd RISE workshop. You should have joined. Or you can even just put, I just completed my RISE workshop. You should have joined. Okay? Sound good?
Yes, ma'am.
Does anyone else have anything they want to talk about before we go? Okay, next week we're going to be talking a little bit about the skill pillar. And we're going to be hearing from our newest director, Diana Kasperzak, and she's going to be talking about her journey. Okay?
All right.
All right, you guys, have a great week. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye now.